And as the sun sets, another day on the BauerCraft server comes to a close. But don't worry, it'll start again in 7 minutes. Hey, what's up? Lost Prophet here. We're going into the Nether for this special Sunday episode of BauerCraft because we got something cool to show you now. This is absolutely just totally cheaty, but we make our living exploiting the mechanics of this game, and this is a mechanic that we are exploiting. So it's a bit cheaty. See what these are? These are a bunch of hoppers facing into each other, tiled down the way. There are 16 of them here, and the comparators that come out of each side are just indicator lights. Now, what does this do? Well, if you subscribe to Mr. AntVenom, if you don't, why aren't you? You should. AntVenom is cool. Yeah, AntVenom described a glitch that someone else had found. I don't know if I'd call it a glitch, but it is definitely a mechanic you can exploit. Now, what we have here is in each of these hoppers is a diamond block, and it goes the whole way down. And what you can do with a setup like this is duplicate these diamond blocks. So, with the way AntVenom did it, if you watch his video, the link is down in the description there. He went in and out of his nether portal about 20 times. Well, that's a bit annoying, for real. So I've come up with another way to do it. Now, originally, what we had done was we had modified the main rail line that goes to the nether hub to stop a certain ways down where another button would wait, and you'd push it and it would send you back. Well, that worked. That worked great, but it required manual input. Now, what we're going to do here is introduce you to my solution to going through the nether portal over and over again, or bouncing back and forth on a rail. What we have here is a loop track set up right next to the main track. And what this loop track does is it loops. It goes all the way down to where we originally had the buttons set up. And instead of pushing a button, you just roll around in a circle. Just nice and happy. If you're wondering where those torches go, those torches there in the next line of torches that you're about to see go over to a portal where the taiga biome is. That way we have access to a cold biome quick as you like. But anyway, here's where it turns around. Now, in order to kind of slow you down a little bit towards the end and make sure everything unloads, we've added this little extra section at the end here around the corner. So we're going to loop back and we're going to go show you what happens. Alright, so we go all the way back to the island that we've built up here, which is, by the way, not a terribly smart idea, but we like it, so we're keeping it. Because if you build anything like normal blocks above the roof of the nether, stuff will spawn. So pro tip right there. We've had gas spawn here from time to time and destroy stuff, so I'm going to hop out here, get my hatchet ready, and I'm going to cut down the mine cart and put it back, and we're going to leave it there. Now we're going to go check our hoppers here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate a little something here. We'll see what happens. So down into the village of Awesome we go. Well, not into the village, but into our little cheaty nether area. And if you look, some of the all the comparators on this side are still blinking. But if one gets stuck, you have successfully duped an item. Now none got stuck, so we have not successfully duped an item this time around. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set up a time lapse here because I love doing time lapses, and I am going to roll around on that track back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for about, oh, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe. I'll set up the timer on my clock and we'll have a go at it. And once the timer beeps, we will get out of the minecart and go see what spoils we have collected. So on your mark, get set, go.
I'm so happy, lucky me. I just go my way, living every day. I don't worry, worrying's just a dream. Things that bother you never bother me. never bother me. I feel happy and fine. Ha-ha! Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Having got a lot, I don't need a lot. Coffee's only a dime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Just take it from me, I'm just as free as any daughter. I do what I like, just what I like, and how I love it. I'm right here to stay when I'm old and grey. I'll be right in my prime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Just take it from me, I'm just as free as any daughter. I do what I like, just what I like, and how I love it. I'm right here to stay when I'm old and grey. I'll be right in my prime. Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
All right, 20 minutes is up. We made a couple of laps. I even made some dinner. How about that? I had hot dogs. They were good. Anyway, how American is that? Let's get down here and see our marvelous bounty. We should see stuck Oh! They're all stuck. Oh, wow! Oh, man. They are all stuck. Let's see what's going on here. So far, one each. They are all stuck. Wow, there's 4 in there. That is just crazy tunes. Yeah, there's 4 in that one. See, this will just completely pimp out your glitch exploitation right here, this method. So, I mean, it's pretty much fully automatic. Yeah, you just can't go wrong with this setup. I mean, you can't. It's brilliant. So here's your fix that you want to automate it. Look at how many diamonds I'm pulling out of here. 21, 22. That's gonna put me at 25. All right, now are they still? They're still stuck over here. So there's diamonds over on this side too. It's just binging one back and forth each time. Wow, holy cow! We're gonna definitely pull half a stack out of these. Oh man, this is how you do it right here. This is how it's done. I haven't tested it any longer than that, so that was actually the first time I had done a good loop. Sheesh. Before I was doing the button pushing where I actually had to like pay attention to it. Yeah, that was great. But look at that. Almost 3/4 stack of diamond out of there. 44 diamond blocks. Add those to the ones I pulled out earlier. We've got nearly a stack. That is just epic. So yeah, there you go. That's how you automate the item duplication. I don't know if you want to call it a bug or a feature or what, but basically what it does is a hopper passes an item back and forth. Now, I assume, because I'm not a code jockey, that when it passes it from one to the other, it implants the code in here saying there's an item in here, and then deletes the code that says there's an item in here. I not delete code, but you know, it sets integers, big geeky techie nonsense. That's the guys in Stockholm that handle that. But when you leave the area and go more than 16 chunks away, because 16 chunks is your maximum render distance, this chunk will unload. And if it happens to unload while an item is in transit between hoppers, that item will end up in both hoppers when you come back. So that's how that works. Oh, and there, instead of running in and out of AntVenom's Ender Portal, all you have to do is build yourself a railway. We are lucky enough to have our railway sitting on top of the nether here. Build yourself a nice big looping railway here. We'll see how, here's the mine cart. We'll see how big this gets here. We'll just turn on the old F3 and pay attention to the X chunks. 228, 227, 226. We'll figure out how far this goes. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. So we've gone 10 chunks already. There's 11 chunks, 12 chunks, 13 chunks, 14 chunks, 15 chunks, 16 chunks away, 17, 18. We've gone 19 chunks away just to make sure it unloads. And now we're headed back. So I'm going to say stay safe, play hard, and have fun duping stuff because you know they're going to fix this in 1.8. So I'll see you guys later. Woohoo, minecart ride!